always say you gotta be careful who you treat bad because you're gonna need these people in the end. Yeah, listen. So my baby daddy called me today, right? I'm chilling at the house. My homeboy then came over. He doing some work. I'm doing some work. Then I stopped doing some work and decided to lay down and take a nap because it's supposed to be food, fun, and liquor tonight. Yeah. So as I'm rolling over on the couch getting ready to snuggle in and go to sleep, my phone gets to vibrating. I look at my phone and it's my baby daddy and I'm like, why are you calling me? I have my kid. We don't need to talk. We got 48 hours of no communication, right? So I answered anyways because there could be something wrong. So when I answer the phone, I'm like, hello? He talking about, I'm like, hello? He talking about, Sherelle, where you at? I'm like, I'm at home. What's up? He talking about, can you come get me? I'm like, what's going on? He talking about, man, this stupid ass Mexican pulled out in front of me and wrecked the front of my car. I said, what? He talking about, man, this man ran into my car. Like literally just dramatic or whatever. I'm like, man, calm down. So at this point, Jaylee done walked in because whenever I get on the phone, she just find it absolutely necessary to come in and just be nosy and see who I'm talking to, right? So she come in, I done put the phone on speaker. I'm like, Joseph, where you at? He told me, man, I'm in Irving or something. I done walked away from my car. I said, what you mean you done walked away from your car? He told me, man, the Mexican that hit me, he left the scene. He hit me and then pushed me into somebody else. I'm like, so you ran away from the scene? Like, I'm not understanding. So immediately, while I'm sitting there asking him that, and he's saying whatever it was that he was saying, I'm inside my head like, nigga, if you ran from a scene, that means you got a warrant. You ran from the police. I ain't finna be a part of that. So he was like, nah, man. Like, when they hit me or whatever, the police and everything came out, but they brought the ambulance out. I get into the ambulance because when they hit me, the door of my car, like, pinched my skin. I'm like, it pinched your skin, and the ambulance had to come because you got pinched. Like, me just trying to make comic out of the situation. He telling me, man, no, I'm hurt. Like, they done had to slice up my pants and all. So I'm like, all right, man, just drop the location and I'm going to come. So while I get off the phone with him, I'm like, Trey, man, I got to go get him. He talking about, where is he at? I said, he in Irving somewhere. He said he down the street or whatever. He talking about, okay, how long you going to be gone? I was like, I shouldn't be gone that long. You going to be good here? You going to be safe? He was like, yeah, I'm going to be good. Why you say that? I said, well, you know, you in no man's territory. This is a new little area, so you know how you get. He told me, no, I'll be okay. So I was like, all right, cool. So me and Jaylee, we get up. She put on her shoes. I put on mine, and we go out the door. When we get in the car, I'm driving to the location that he gave me. Something told me to look over at my child. I look over at her. She's sitting there with her arm on the thing like this. I'm like, oh, what you looking like that for? She talking about, my daddy got into a wreck last year downtown and hit a lady and she flew across the street. Then he get into another wreck with some Mexicans and now he hurt. I said, Jaylee, you funny than a mug. But your daddy can't drive. She talking about, hold on. Because you can't drive either. I know the race that you've been in. I was like, this ain't about me though. I don't call your daddy when I get into a wreck. I call the insurance company and I call the police. Then I'll just get an Uber home. She's talking about, you know, Jaylee, she real slick at the mouth, right? So we getting closer to the location after me and her. We just communicating about a bunch of rah-rah. So I'm texting him. I'm like, where you at? Because I'm about 2 minutes from the little pin drop. So as I'm making the U-turn, he texts me back, and I noticed him standing over there beside the building. So as I'm watching him while I'm driving, I noticed that he obviously had his pants cut up, meaning surgically cut, so that they could put the bandage around his femur and then up there around his thigh. Cut looked like he just hopped off the plantation after they whipped his ass with a porcupine-ass whip, and this is the bandages that he put on himself. So I pull over and I realize it's a car behind me, so I have to keep going and make a little U-turn and a cut. He hobbling over, so dramatic, and wants somebody to feel sorry for him. Talking some, Jaylee grabbed the seatbelt from behind her, put it in front. She was like, I ain't moving to the back, and she leaned back. So he see Jaylee in the front seat, and instead of him getting in the front, he just come around and get in the back seat. That's cool. I ain't finna make my daughter move. Shit, if you don't make a move, I ain't finna make a move. So he get in the car, and the first thing he say, man, that fucking Mexican man. Yeah, like he couldn't even see, he couldn't even drive, just running the light, I just got my car fixed. I just got it fixed. The same fender bender. And then he turned around and do it again. I said, Joseph, you can't drive. He told me, what you mean I can't drive? I taught you how to drive. I said, well, obviously not. You done been in more wrecks than me. He told me, shit, you used to wreck my car all the time. I said, no, I only wrecked your car when you punched me in the mouth for driving your car crazy. He's talking about that's the past. We ain't talking about that. No, let's bring it to the forefront because the same individual that you was using and abusing, you need me now. But I didn't say that out loud. So I'm like, all right, so like, what's up? What you got to do? He talking about, man, I got to get my car out of there and I'm trying to pay my insurance. Like, better yet, I was trying to do that before the incident happened. I said, you was trying to do what? He said, I was trying to pay my insurance bill or at least the minimum. I said, so while you in the middle of a wreck, you trying to pay your insurance bill? He was like, no, I was in my truck driving trying to pay the bill. I said, oh, so you the cause of the wreck? He was like, no, I ain't the cause of the wreck. That Mexican can't fucking drive and he hit me. I said, all right, I'm not going to argue with you about your wreck. My car is intact. You know what I'm saying? So his phone rang. It's not my business who you talk to. You strictly my baby daddy. I came out here on the strength of, okay, I'm going to help you. That's what I did, right? I got you off the side of the street. So he back there talking numbers to somebody like $3.99, $3.35, $3 this, da 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 da. Shit, I'm in my phone. I'm driving. Yeah, shit, I ain't pitching in no type of money. I hear Sherelle. I'm like, I see this. Because it's like something about when I'm driving, I can literally visualize the road. Like I never ever have to just look at the road. And when I do, I just look up to make sure I ain't running up on no car. Like I'm just that advanced, right? So when he get off the phone, he's like, man, Sherelle. I'm like, what up? He told me, you got 335 alcohol? Huh? 330 what? Man, you got 335 alcohol. This ain't no joke. No, I don't got 335. Now, I've been working on the whole not lying situation. Now, I'm not going to volunteer no extra information. If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to move on past it. If I don't give you everything that you feel like I should have gave you, by all means. So I'm like, man, look, Bank of America, they was closing my accounts. They so far mailed me 2 of my checks. But I haven't cashed them yet. It's Saturday. I just got them out the mailbox. So ain't nobody going to cash them tonight. Banks are closed. He told me, you could go to, I was like, I'm not going to PLS. I'm not about to pay them to give me my money. Like, no. He's talking about, what about Walmart? I'm like, shit, I ain't no Walmart cash checks like that. Now, mind you, I knew that they cash checks, but I didn't think that they cash like cashier's checks or whatever. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm finna head back towards the house because I got obligations. Jaylee's got obligations, and Jaylee can't be late. He told me, what obligations Jaylee got? I said, she got to go to a birthday party. Like, we was out here getting ready, and then you called with your midlife crisis, and we had to stop what we were doing and come rescue you. So I put the directions in to get back towards the house. I hit up Trey, and I'm like, hey, my friend them coming over there, she got to get her daughter's birthday shirt off the chair or whatever. I'm on my way back. Do you need anything? He was like, yeah, can you stop at the store and grab me a Swisher? I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, I'll grab it. So they hit me up. My daughter's cousin's moms hit me up and was like, hey, we almost at your house. Where you at? I was like, I'm actually about to pull up, even though I was like 7 minutes away. So I'm like, we got to make a detour real quick, right? So I realized that I had to buy Jaylee an outfit. So I was like, fuck it. Let me go to Walmart first. So I pull up to the Walmart that's around the corner from my house. I go in. Jaylee's like, Mom, can I go to the bathroom? I'm like, go to the bathroom. And I'm headed towards the money center. When I get there, there's a guy already in line. So I'm sitting there waiting, praying and hoping that this lady tell me that they can't cash these checks. So I'm looking at the screen. I see that they cash checks up to $1,000 for $3 and over that for $8. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So Jaylee come around from the bathroom. We sitting there. We fighting. We having wars and shit in the middle of the line. And the guy was like, thank you so much. You have a great day. She's like, yes, ma'am. Can I help you? So I walked up. I was like, I have these 2 cashier's checks from Bank of America. Can you cash them? Please say no. That's exactly what I said. She was like, no, ma'am. We can't cash those. I was like, huh? She was like, no, ma'am. We can't cash. I was like, ain't God good? She said, all the time. And then I walked out. So Jaylee was like, Mom, my outfit. I was like, oh, yeah, my bad. So I called Joseph. I was like, hey, they said they don't cash cashier's checks. I have to take them to the bank. He was like, oh, for real? Damn, right? So me and Jaylee, I go and get her little outfit. We check out. We go into the car. When we get in the car, I was like, the only other option I have is putting them hoes in my Chase bank account and praying that they give me some money available. Now, I have money available. It's not a lot, but I have money available to, like, survive. My boss was able to give me a little bit of money, so I've been pinching off of it after I paid the $697 for my mom. But that's besides the point. We don't care about that. So he was just like, yeah, if you put the money in the bank, it'll give you like half of it up front. And then you can give them the money. I'm sitting here like, I'm not trying to put nothing in the bank because I'm not trying to give you anything. But I don't say that. So I pull up to the house. I let Jaylee go with her cousins and things. I give them a little bit of change so Jaylee can make sure she's comfortable while she's out with people. And then I head to freaking Chase. When I go to Chase, they're closed. So I put the money in the ATM. Immediately, he said we're going to put a 7-day hold on it. I'm cool with that. I don't care. I don't have no plans of doing nothing but paying my boss back her $1,000 that she sent me and then letting the money ride, right? Because I'm focused on other shit. So I get back in the car. I said, Joseph, you lied. You said if I put the money in there that it was going to give me half of it up front. He told me, well, shit, I guess that's Chase because Wells Fargo would do it. Now, he get back on the phone, and this time it's on speaker, so I know exactly who it is. It's his wife. Like, we talk all the time. So she's like, tell Sherelle. I said, thank you, da-da-da. He was like, she right here, you can tell her. So he in the back seat. Jaylee already gone. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome, Tia. It's no issue. She was like, yeah, because I'm still at work. I couldn't get to him, and, you know, like, I have to work like I need to work because they take my rent money out of my check. You know, just volunteering on this. But, yeah, I'm like, no, you good. Get your money, da-da-da. So I pull up to the gas station. I get Trey Swisher. I grab me a Red Bull, and I come back out, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, so where we going? He talking about, I guess. I'm like, you guess what? Like, speed it up. You can either go home or you can go to your wife's job and wait for her to get off so y'all can figure out. He told me, well, I need to get my car. I said, well, get it. I don't have any money to get. Like, I can't give you anything, right? So he was like, well, you might as well take me home. I do need to change pants. Like, they done cut up my good pants. I said, oh, okay. So I drive to his house. As I'm driving into the parking lot, I see somebody walking to me. Man, don't hit that person. I said, bruh, I can see. I see this person. I can drive. You should be the last person trying to give anybody advice on driving when you just had a wreck. He's like, man, that wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. You gonna stop saying that. I don't care. Get out the car and don't do nothing crazy. He said, I ain't finna do nothing to change here and figure out how to go get my car. So he slammed the door closed and I leave. Moral of the story is be careful how you treat people because those same people you're gonna need. My baby daddy dogged the hell out of me. And if he call, I'm gonna come for the most part. Like a situation like this, you stranded on the side of the highway, I'll come. If there's a situation that my daughter's involved, I'll come. But I don't feel sorry enough because you had a wreck and you want me to go into my pocket and aid and bed you because if the shoe was on the other foot, oh, I can't do it. Oh, Joseph, can you come mount my TV? Not today. Hey, how much you'll charge me to do my brakes? $200. And I could get it done for $50 in the hood or whatever. Regardless, be careful how you treat people because you never know when you're going to need them.